How's y'all Thanksgiving? That's great. Great. What was y'all favorite dish? What's the favorite thing y'all had? Mac and cheese. So my mom has great macaroni and cheese, and the yams are great as well. And when they touch, that's my favorite. Yeah, that's right.
Are you the heaviest lineman now after the meal?
Still JC. Still JC.
Start on your left.
We saw the clips from practice, and you guys weren't wearing helmets. Just what's the story behind that, and I guess what went into that?
So Coach Wolf has us not wear helmets during some drills so we don't lean. It's like if you don't have a helmet on, a guy running at you full speed, you're not going to throw your head in there as if you did. So it's just conditioning us to keep extension and make sure that we're not leaning, because once you lean, that's when you get thrown by.
Hey, Tyler. 2 years ago, you guys had a close Iron Bowl, but then played Georgia in the SEC championship game. You weren't here yet, but do guys that were on this team maybe mention that as something to maybe learn from 2 years ago?
Not really. What happened 2 years ago has nothing to do with what we're going to do this weekend. It has nothing to do with how we're going to perform. You know, it's cool to compare the past, but the thing is, like, that's a different Georgia team. This is a different Alabama team. Like, that Alabama team is going to win a game for us this weekend. We have to win this game. We have to do what we have to do in order to come out victorious after this weekend.
Is there any talk among the team about kind of feeling disrespected staying at 8 in the polls and the rankings week after week, or just kind of talking about what the opportunity y'all have in front of y'all to kind of make a statement to the committee this week?
We really don't try to pay attention to that. We try to control what we can control. What we can control as far as the poll and the committee goes is going out and dominating this weekend and really forcing their hand.
Tyler, from afar, it seemed like some of you guys coming together as an offense sort of started with the last drive of that USF game where you were able to kill most of the clock there. Was that an important moment for you guys?
So you're referencing the second half of the USF game, just keeping the ball away?
That last drive.
Last drive? Oh, yeah, that's just been a staple of our offense. There's been a few games where the offense had the ball last and we had to keep the ball away from the defense. So just being able to control the clock like that, that's major. And like you said, that was a big turning point for us, for everybody.
Any other questions?
Sorry.
You're good. With Jay still with an injury, guys like Roydell and Jam, maybe even Justice getting an opportunity. Just what have you seen from the running back group as a whole this season?
The running back group as a whole is very encouraging. Like I mentioned when I was doing media back in the spring, just to have as many young guys as we have and have Roydell as well with the experience that he brings, they're all ready. They're plug and play. It's really hard to tell a difference of who's back there at running back because everybody does the job and they do it really well.
Stay on your right.
Seems like since the bye, Milroe has showed more of an ability to step up and run at times. How much does just his growing pocket awareness help what you guys are all trying to do play to play?
It helps a lot. His pocket awareness is major to us as an offensive line because in order for us to protect him, we have to have kind of a feel for where he's at. So my mindset as a guard and interior offensive lineman, let me stay firm up front so he has somewhere to step up because nowadays you got edge rushers who are 220 pounds just jetting up the field against our 360-pound offensive lineman like JC and Caden. So just for him to have awareness to step up in the pocket and make those big plays, that's major, and that just shows how much better he's getting and how much better everybody's getting, and that's what really encourages me about this team. That's why I'm so proud of everybody on this team. Like week by week, we're getting better at something.
In the back on your left.
What have you seen from Georgia's defense and their pass rush?
From Georgia's defense and their pass rush is definitely going to present a challenge for us. What they do that's unique to other teams in college football, they'll bring third down pressures on, early downs, like it'll be P&10 with first play of the drive, and they're running the third down pressure like they're running their what we like to call their needed pressures whenever they need a sack. So that's just going to keep us on their toes, keep us on our toes, and make sure that we're being very communicative through the whole offense, not just the offensive line.
Keep it on your left.
Tyler, as a leader on the O-line, how are you setting the precedent and encouraging your group to prepare for Georgia's defense well?
Well, first of all, I'm one of many leaders on the offensive line. You know, it's not just me like, hey, this is what we're going to do, this and that. there's a lot of leaders on the offensive line, but the team as a whole. But what I am reiterating to our offensive line, like, let's keep getting better. Like, week by week, we've been getting better. And I'm just making sure everybody remembers what people were saying about us at the beginning of the year. You know what I mean? JC and I came out and put out a lot of big expectations for us. We didn't meet them at first, but we're meeting them now, and just let's keep proving people wrong. You know, let's keep changing their mind. Let's keep playing Alabama football.
Any other questions? Ken up in the front.
Along those lines, how has the offensive line grown and evolved from the early season to this point?
We've grown and evolved as an offensive line so much in so many ways, but I'd like to point out how we've kind of gelled a lot better. You know, we're getting a better feel for everyone on the offensive line, and our technique has gotten a lot better as well. Like, it just took a little bit of time, you know? And so every week, every day in practice, we're getting better. We found something else to get better at, you know, and that's just due to us really wanting it and Coach Wolf driving us.